Thanks for taking the time to listen today. My name is Sean Solley and I'm a partner in Solleydesign. I'd like to share some of our marine interior design projects with you. I wanted to share these with you because I think they help to explain why we approach the process of designing in a slightly different way and hopefully give you a better picture of why there is a little bit of a distinction in the work that we do. What we've enjoyed learning about as part of our most recent projects is that in fact many people looking at renovating their existing vessels are spending a significant amount of money on improving on the technical infrastructure. But what we found is that if we can integrate design of the interior into the overall package of renovation work, we can work alongside project managers and the technical staff involved in marine renovation and produce a much more efficient and holistic approach to the design of the interior as well. This is Grandhaven, a 42-foot Lures motor vessel. We worked with the client and the boatyard in Connecticut to establish what we refer to as a program. So the program basically gave us a kit of parts, a wish list of things that needed to be included. This was a combination of both the verbal and the written wishes of the client, but also the process enabled us to identify opportunities that expanded beyond the original wish list. If we could increase the main cabin area and make it more comfortable, we could eliminate the guest stateroom and we could add an additional shower room in addition to the bathroom. The galley space was also rather small, so with the remaining space left over by removing the guest stateroom, we could also achieve a small storage cabinet and food preparation area directly adjacent to the existing galley. But also during this process, we identified a variety of areas which were really underutilized in terms of their storage capacity, one of them being the main cabin area below the berth. Our sectional studies give us a better opportunity to understand what types of storage can be placed where. Typically, our first point of entry into a project of this type is to undertake an existing condition study. This is really a survey of the interior space. We undertake a series of measurements and we transfer those measurements into computer-aided design drawings. Our design process often involves two steps. The first is what we refer to as the schematic stage. This is a stage where we look at a variety of options and variables that the client can consider as being a potential direction to follow. We present these as a series of sketches which are created directly on top of the computer-aided drawings that we've been creating. This gives the drawings the impression of cartoons, but the reason that we use this method is that it helps everybody to become engaged in the drawing process and the design process too. This is meant to be very much an inclusive stage of the project where we can call out and identify opportunities, but the client can also talk about very specific needs that we might not have immediately identified or understood fully. The second phase of design is design development. Once a general schematic direction has been accepted or adopted, what we then do is go back into the more accurate computer-aided design drawings and we can then subsequently map out the specific modifications that should be created. A big part of what we do is thinking about materiality and lighting. So as we move through the design development phase, we start to speak about how we can potentially use materials in not only a beautiful way, but a very cost-effective way as well. We're pretty proud with the outcome. What we like about this project particularly is in fact that you can't really identify what's new and what's existing. The boat has gone through a variety of changes over the years, each one in response to the unique and particular needs of the client. We utilised some of the materials which had been taken out during the demolition. This gave us an excellent colour match with some of the wood finishing. We also tried to maintain as many of the fabric and materials which were already there and try and work with new materials to complement these. We hear a lot these days about environmentally friendly design. One of the greatest challenges in any type of construction and fabrication is how to responsibly take care of the materials which are no longer used. Therefore, repurposing existing materials and complementing existing furnishings is a very important way of minimizing on material usage and subsequently keeping our costs lower as a result of making more of what we have. So we hope this brief introduction to some of our work gives us an opportunity to show you some of the very specific parts of the design process that we enjoy working with and things that we hope that we might be able to help you with in future projects that you may have as well. Thank you very much.